welcome to this NP Financials monthly masterclass dated 6th of August 2023. As usual, thank you for thank you for your time, and thank you actually for taking time from your busy schedule, especially on a weekend like Sunday, as we always do on the first Sunday of every month. So we'll start with the general financial product advice as usual. So NP Financials Pty Limited Ltd advises all service recipients of the following. This information is provided only on general advice basis. This is only educational in nature. I'll give you 15 more seconds to go through it, and before that, I've already heard all of you, and I hope you can hear me and you can see my screen, right?
Loud and clear.
Fantastic, brilliant, excellent. Let me know when you are done. Google is saying short term. All right.
Agree the same.
All done? Very good, fantastic. All right. So today we'll start with your questions. All of you can ask questions, through your chat or unmute yourself and then talk. All right. So before you ask okay, I'll give you 1 minute to get you started with the first question you might have. You tell me any asset class. You tell me any instruments. You tell me your questions or prediction. We don't generally do prediction, but what the market is doing, and we'll get started with that. Otherwise, we'll follow our natural progressive way. We'll start with Forex and then go to shares, commodities, indices. And myself and Marty will be taking you through for this next 2 hours. Basically, you'll be taking through us. You'll be taking to us because it will be an interactive sessions, and we'll be listening more and talking less. So it is all your time, 2 hours, solid 2 hours time from now to 5 p.m. to ask all your questions, clear all your doubts. Not only in trading, in any aspect, if we are knowledgeable related to trading, for example, psychology, but Katie is the best person. But we'll try anything like placing a trade, or placing a stop loss, or what is MT4, is trading view available in MT4, and lots of questions. Because we say always at NP Financials, ask questions and do not suffer in silence. Because when we started back in 2005 or before that, we asked ourselves, only because there is no mentor like this to hold our hand. So we asked almost 300 questions per session to ourselves. What is this black color? What is this red color? If I change this color to green and white, that can also be a question. Why this is green? Why this is red? Yeah. So ask any questions. I'll give you 30 seconds to frame your questions. Otherwise, we'll start with Forex, and that too, any currency pairs. We'll start with sterling maybe.
So I have a question. Like, I was just following all the Forex, 8 charts from last 1 week more regularly. So the Friday was showing it's a really going to be a very productive week is coming. Not assumption, as I respect the market. So, but like if we are going with the AUD USD first, whenever you will start.
Yeah.
So it is showing that it is just yeah, can we just go to the chart first? It's
yeah. You complete your question. I'll go to them immediately.
Yes, so it will be like I just added on one state that it will be like coming like for the long for the starting week, and good hopes always. So whenever like with my entries, I know sometime I feel like that I start adding the entries way too before then it happened.
Okay.
So
So your question is?
So here we are on the AU. Can we just go to the AUD USD?
Yeah. I'm going there. AUD USD.
Yes.
Yep, there we are.
So in AUD USD, I tell you where I was starting for the entry for the long. So my bar was on the 7th of March. Like
So that was on a daily chart, right?
That was on the daily chart, yes.
7th of March.
7th of March. So
7th of March. Yeah, 7th of March.
yes.
7th of
Sorry,
March.
sorry,
Okay. This
sorry,
one.
sorry. I'm wrong. Sorry, sorry, sorry about that.
Tell me. Go.
I'm just like making opening my chat as well with that. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Um,
fine.
yes. So sorry. So my entry was at the 28th of July.
28th of July. Let me go to that bar.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Event long or short?
For the long.
Event long on this one, 28th of July.
Yes.
All right. And yeah, go ahead. Go complete your question.
So with this one, am I like too early for the entry, or do I need to wait more? Like, as we can see that after that, they were coming like two more bar, which was like onto the short.
No, no, no. At this point, we
So
don't know the right hand side. Yeah. Yeah.
yes,
So ask me what was in your mind on this one to go long. What are your consideration and where is your stop and where is your profit target? Then we can take it from there. Yeah.
yes. So in this one, as we can see, it already like passed the Bollinger on there,
Okay.
right? It was already touching.
Yeah, let me put the Bollinger because you talked
Ye-
about Bollinger.
yes. So it
Yeah.
was near, and it was exactly. So my trend line was there as well. So
I presume you are talking about this trend line,
yes.
which is drawn from this swing low to this swing low.
Yes.
Okay. Go.
Uh, just a second. Yes. So with this one, so I was seeing that it was almost like near there, and like it wasn't touching, but it was near the Bollinger.
Yeah.
And for me, it was all sellers out bar.
Mm-hmm.
So
Complete your question. Yeah.
sorry.
Complete your question, please. Yeah.
Yes. So in this scenario, what happened? Like with
Ah,
all my criterias, like when the way I'm thinking, and also it was the long entry for me, and so like I entered, I had my stop loss and everything. So I entered, I had my first target as well. So it reached to the first target.
and
But
where was your first target?
yes,
I
can you
think.
just go to the my chart so I can tell you better because I just start moving on your screen.
Okay, okay, okay. I'll go to you want your chart.
It's okay. It's so 28th of
Okay,
July.
let me bring this so that it will help you. Let me bring
Yes,
the previous displays so that you can help. You can it can help you with the
yes,
target. Yeah. All right. So go ahead on this. And your target was
yes. So
you entered here.
yes,
Okay.
on the
And you
28th of bar.
on this 28th. Yeah.
Yes. So my first target was the pivot monthly.
This one here.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll write T1 here.
Yes. So that
Mm,
was my first target. And after that, as I always like following previous like monthly resistance and all. So my second target was, I can just tell you, I just write it down.
yeah. Tell me
So
the
it was
number.
the sorry. Yeah. So it was my resistance one monthly, which was 0.6730.
Very good. Six,
Yes,
seven, three, zero.
so these were the two targets were there because as per the 28th of bar, which was it was near the Bollinger, it did not touched.
All right. I think we have understood your question. Your question is, am
Yes,
I go? Is my entry too
yes,
early? This is your
yes,
question, isn't it?
yes,
All right. So before I answer, I try to answer this question. Anyone would like to take this question on Girija's question on is she early here? Is she not waiting for something? Or should she wait for something? And yeah, your comment, please. Anyone?
Uh, yeah, Partha Gautam here.
Yeah,
I
go on.
think I think yes, she's a bit early here because couple of things because the down bar is not really touching the Bollinger or the context here, the support.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's first thing.
Mhm.
The second thing is the second bar, I mean, which I believe she should have wait for the second bar to appear and probably see the low taken out, probably a candle, which gives an indication where the price reversal is happening from that particular point.
Fantastic. And Gautam says she could have waited for this one to see another one forming the swing low because and the high taken out. But this has not done that, and it has not touched the Bollinger neither her context because she also talked about the trend line. So her context of this one. Anyone wants to add anything on what Gautam said? There is no right or wrong. There is only our understanding of the market.
I would I would say the same thing like what Gautam said. We should probably wait for something like a crack and snack to happen, or
Mm.
at least a momentum indicator saying that
Mm.
okay, this is the entry.
Mm. Mm.
Isn't it the point where we will look for those 4 points? Like it should touch the support, and the next bar should be close below.
Brilliant. Yeah, Venkatesh said, yeah, Venkatesh agreed with, Venkatesh's nickname is Vic, so I would say probably Vic. Vic agreed with Gautam statement, and Vijayata added that, yeah, better to wait for, our rule of 4, and that is touch, close above, preferably bullish bar and high taken out. Anyone else want to go? Because it is your seminar, you are the speaker. I am the listener.
And
Um,
another, sorry, I want to add one more thing because another, like when I entered here, right at the 28th of bar,
Yeah.
I always check the previous pivot monthly and pivot yearlies as well.
Yeah.
So that was also I was following.
But there is no pivot. Only this one is there, which is
Yes.
S2, monthly S2.
Mm-hmm.
This is monthly S2. Yeah. Anyone else want to talk?
Assuming that it is actually a entry point is okay as long as we confirm that with one of the sequences.
Sequences in the sense?
Um, it has to meet something like a Fibonacci 100% retracement or under the next one.
Wow. So
and-
Vic is talking about, yeah, just hold on to that, Vic. So Vic is talking about the Fibonacci from here to here. That's what we do at NP Financials. And then we'll go to this fellow and see whether it has touched the, he said 100%. So let's see whether it has touched the 88 and the 100. Yeah, Vic, go.
And
Yep,
I was
so-
just following trend line and the I think it will be into the June's pivot monthly over there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Vic, you're saying something?
Yeah, according to the NP financial rule, we should either see something like a momentum. Entry of sequence has to have some kind of a signal to enter. Otherwise, we can't just assume it's going to stop definitely there and make a entry because it could end up going further down, like a Fibonacci retracement. It can keep going up to 161.9 or something. So that will be end up like a big loss if we don't put the stop loss.
Brilliant, fantastic discussion. Anyone else wants to comment?
and
Not
I think
comment.
probably
Present his or her. Yeah.
yeah, but
go.
I think I would wait for the histogram color change as well from red to blue. Just to give me a positive signal that the price reversal might happen.
So Gautam is now talking about the histogram, which is captured in our 2-day module. Yeah. So yeah, I'll go to that after this. So let me. Anyone else, or should I add my 2 cents?
Yes, you are.
And Mike, yep. So I probably agree with the group here. Especially, my 2 cents would be here because there are so many lines. One for the S2 support 2, one from the Fibonacci, and one from the Bollinger, and one from the trend line, which C has correctly drawn. This is correct trend line down because this is swing low, and this is swing high. So this is swing high is taken out. So that is valid trend line. So there are 4 things, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll dissect one by one so that I'll present my view here if I'm when I'm here on this. So first thing may come to my mind as Girija said, she thought that this is a all sellers out. Maybe I would agree 60% because it has stopped on this support too. But I'll disagree 40% because by the very definition of all sellers out is the close has to be very near to the low, isn't it?
Yes.
So that has not happened. So when I see every minute, because fortunately I'm a little bit time rich, I can see every minute or every 5 minutes the chart, or every 4 hour, 12 hour daily, two day. So when we see 1, 2, this 1, 2, or 3, 4, 3, 4. So I don't know whether you remember or not. I actually had a metaphor. Yeah, we struggle with these bars. We have a metaphor. I think Lisa or Ben or Marty would remember probably. This is an old metaphor which I used to say a lot of times. That market is such a beast. It will come and dance in our pituitary gland. Kerry would probably explain. It will dance in our pituitary gland as long as we are not getting perplexed completely. So that is the metaphor I use, that it will come and dance on my pituitary gland till I am extremely annoyed, and it will go the other way around. All right. So at this point, it has started dancing on my pituitary gland. So what I'll do, let it dance, possibly let it dance and touch the Bollinger on the trend line. Because there are 4 things. If it is touches 4, it is fantastic. If it is touching only 2, then I'll possibly wait for this high to be taken out, because this is 60% all sellers out, 40% not, because this close is not near to the low. If the close is not near to the low, that negates our concept at NP Financial. It is not an all sellers out. So if we have to take a chance, then possibly I'll go and enter here, if at all I'm entering. But for this one, I'll let it go and possibly see what is happening on the next 2, like this one. But I will praise one thing, and the courage of Girija, who actually entered. She thought no one is right or wrong. Whatever our journal is saying, that is the correct thing. If she, I encourage, not encourage, I'll actually appreciate the courage to go long here, and then having the target at this point, which is pivot point. Yeah, because this is a big one, and this is bouncing from support to so many contexts in her favor as well. So support 2 and Fibonacci, everything she is thinking, yeah. So this is enough, and then I'll take a, because this is counter trending, because this is, although this can be impulsive, this can be corrective, but this is a deep correction, very deep correction. So in a deep correction, if we go opposite, so the correction is down. So if we go up, if we take a long trade here, we should be extremely careful of 1%. So that's what I appreciate. I've been seeing Girija doing this for for 1 to 2 months, and I must agree that she is somewhat, not somewhat, she is right almost 90% of the time. She is hitting her target 1. So let's see. If I go long here, I'll possibly put this stop loss here at low minus, or we can go to this one low, 24 minus 10, which is 34. So probably our stop loss would be 31, 34, and our target as per her is 34. So this is what I'm extremely appreciative of what she is doing. She's constantly getting the target 1 at least, and then target 2 and target 3. I have seen this for last 3 months, and I can vouch that she is right 60 or 80% of the time. So to answer your question on Girija's, my 2 cents would be, if you are really going long, because there are so many pointers in your favor, as I said, support of H2, support of Fibonacci, bounce from the Fibonacci, and then big bar, and then this low is exactly matching with this low, and that also can be verified. As you can see, this low is exactly matching with this low. The only thing which is not matching is the all sellers out, and the context of your own trend line and this fellow. So let's see what happened after this. Anyone agree, disagree with my 2 cents, or do you have any question or doubt on my addition which I did? Anyone?
Guys, please add on. It's going to help me out.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. All right. Silence means possibly agreement with what I said. But I can be 100% wrong, and Girija can be 100% correct. All right. Let's see. Boom. Yes, he's laughing. Woohoo! So as he got now on the next one. Now the next one, she got a swing low. What she expected, and then she says now it says in black because her position is making money a little bit here. This is a Sunday bar. All right. So she must be happy. Yeah. Let's see. Wow. My goodness. Now, yeah. Those of you, though, including me, who spoke about waiting for this pillar, Bollinger, waiting for this trend line, and Girija had her already target 1 and target 2. Would like to not modify, would like to learn or add anything from what we already said? This is what exactly happens in real life question, and it's a brilliant question. Thank you for asking that question, Girija.
But like still it's not that, sometime as we spoke into my classes as well, that fear is going away. It's not like that. Still it's a little bit is all right, but I just don't want to go on that sort of overconfidence or something. So
You
this is the
must
only
not be
thing I really want
overconfident.
to that. My question is just to everyone, or like to you as well. Was that too early, or it was okay to go? Because this is what I was following. My
Yeah.
trend line is actually touching that bar
Yeah,
on
it's
the
possible.
28th.
It is possible. It is
Yes.
possible. If you are not having the Sunday bar, it is possible that this trend line can touch.
Yes.
That is also possible. And Marty, in the meantime, said, great trade. Girija.
Thank you.
Marty says, great trade. Yeah. So if we wait, there are two learnings from this trade of Girija's. One, if we wait for too much, like we all did, like Vic did, Vijayta did, Gautam did, everyone did, and I also did. And so we'll possibly wait. But in the meantime, it may come to this point, or this is the last point. If you remember, our Fibonacci says this is the last point of retracement, 88.6. Otherwise, it will be a double bottom. Yeah, and
Yes.
double bottom may happen, may not happen. Who knows? So Grija took this side, and then target 1 and target 2. So if we have waited, we have not lost anything. We have actually missed this trade. Yeah, we have actually missed this trade. So, but as I said, I've been seeing this lady doing this type of trades, and getting correct almost 90, 85 to 90%. So I also sometimes be fearful at going against Girija. But anyway, so this is a fantastic trade. Congratulations, Girija. Brilliant.
But
Next
thank
question,
you.
please.
So I was early or I was okay on that stage. Sorry, I'm again on
As
the
the
same
as the
spot.
right hand side revealed,
Yes.
you were dot on, absolutely,
Okay.
and 4 of us were wrong.
Thank you.
But
And
I'll add my another 2 cents to you. Overconfident, never ever. I wish and
yes.
pray that you be as big as Josh Soros in forex trading. But even if you be as big as Josh Soros, please do not be overconfident. That is a killer.
Yes. I already have my mentor to tell me. So I'm in a safe zone right now.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Anyway, all right. Next question. On any other currency pair, on any other topic.
Father
so-
Gautam here.
Yeah, go.
Yep, sorry. So my question is related to, how should I organize myself, on Monday morning? So having said that, I have prepared myself, to do like, swing trading, like not an intraday, but like, 24-hour timeline. And I've started, with my audition account. So obviously we discussed this, but, I want to understand this in a broader aspect where on a Monday morning, how should I organize myself, in or probably prepare my mindset so that I can do positive analysis, proper analysis, and then probably take trades. So
Fantastic.
what are those like 5-6 things at minimum I should be doing in order to start my day?
Fantastic, brilliant question from Gautam. I hope everyone understood. Gautam asked what he has after from getting trained in our 2-day course forex trading. He is now doing audition, and because auditions are assessment competency assessment test, as we know. So if we go to here, this one here, and I'll go to get funded. Get funded, it will bring our auditions, which are nothing but competency assessment test, which we are running to get good traders like you. And if you pass the audition, when you pass, not if, when you pass the audition, you'll be presented with a live funded account starting from $25,000 US dollar and to 1 million US dollar. This is possibly a new thing. That's what I'm showing to Lisa, who is coming after a gap of so many possibly months and years. I think 2 years. I think Lisa. Yep. So if she is possibly not unless and until she has visited our website recently, we have started this almost 2019 December, I think, and we in search of good traders. We are running a competency assessment test, and the fee is nominal, less than 1%, like 25,000. 1% is $250. But this is 240. Similarly, for 1% of $100,000 is 1,000, but we are giving you at 670. Similarly, for the $1 million, instead of 10,000, you'll be getting at 6,300. So what you need to do, you need to apply this and then pass with 10%. When you pass with the 10%, not losing 5%, you'll be presented with a live funded account of the one which you have applied, 250, 500, 1 million, or 100,000. So Gautam, that's what he has started this, and Gautam wants to know from all of us how he should get started, getting organized himself before the start of the new week. So as usual, I'll ask all of you to contribute, and then we will start. I'll add, Marty may add, and so on and so forth. So who wants to start? And in the meantime, I heard someone else also started the question, maybe week. So possibly write that down. Otherwise, we may forget after 2-3 minutes when we come back. All right. So, or you can ask just now, and I'll write it down the question. Would you like to do that?
Yes, I can ask the question now. You can answer me anytime it suits you. Yeah. So the difference between the Meta 4 and Meta 5, I haven't used any Meta software at the moment. I'm just trying to understand what's the difference between these two.
MT4 and MT5, yeah?
Yeah, correct.
Brilliant. Very good. So I'll park this question and come back to this one. And now we'll discuss what Gautam is asking, how he should get started or how he should organize. Anyone wants to take the lead?
Can I add something into
Yeah,
that?
anyone.
So, Gautam, I would say that like what I follow all the time. I love my Forex. I love to see the charts. Even like I'm just happy to see my Saturday, Sunday bars as well. So what I do, like for example, as you are asking that what you can do on Monday morning, right? So Monday morning thing, you can only make a small list on the Friday evening when you are shutting down, like when you are closing your market. Just check it out because you will definitely get the idea what is going on, what can be happen. Like we cannot predict the future, but we have the idea that what we're going to do on the Monday morning. So that's a really, really easy, instead of just like coming all the way and then check it out, like what we can do, what we not. So we can just simply following out the previous week and what's going on.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Thanks, Girija. Anyone else wants to add?
At the moment, I don't trade Forex, but my understanding is also look at the Forex factory and then see what are the next announcement on that particular currency. I usually mark on the chart the time and the day when that happens, so we can restrict ourselves the trading around that time.
Absolutely correct. Like that's what I always love to go with.
Yeah, this week is talking about this film, Forex Factory. We all know that. Yeah, very nice, fantastic. Yeah, mark the important ones. Especially the most important one for Forex is a very important good point. And we all learn from ourselves. So what Girija said makes sense. What Vicky says makes sense. So if we are observing this on this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as Girija said and Vic said, the most important point would be the two things. One is the one is the FOMC economic projections, if anything is there. So and the second one is the non-farm payroll, non-farm NFP. We are NPF. So we are NPF. NP Financials, but they are NFP. So easy to remember. NFP. Bring the F2 here. So NFP. That is non-farm payroll. All right, non-farm employment change or the payroll. So these are the two things which are extremely important. And then yeah, so yeah, we heard what Vicky said. We heard what Girija said. Anyone else wants to contribute?
Yeah, I'd like to
Go on.
contribute. So, Gordon, what Garija said with having a small selection to monitor, it's a very good idea. And what Vic has said about looking at possible upcoming announcements is always really good to keep in the back of your mind. What I would like to add to what Garija has said is I only monitor, say, 15 markets at most. And for the next week, I will do a pretty intensive analysis on a Saturday morning, and I will get all my levels, so my support and resistance levels for the week ahead off a higher time frame chart. So generally off a monthly or a weekly chart, I would select my favored support and resistance levels, which are close to what the price are at the opening of the week. This will give me my levels, and then through my 15 or so instruments which I monitor, I will only closely monitor the best looking 3, possibly 4 for the week ahead. So if my levels do come up and they look interesting, I will act on them, but I am happy to let them go if they don't look very appealing at all. So there's no love lost if it doesn't look good at all.
That's a fantastic, brilliant point mentioned by Marty. I'll add my 2 cents, but just to that, I agreed so much with him. And as a result of that, what we have started at NP Financials, thanks to Marty, what we have started, if we go to NP Financials at this point, let me close this one here. And then if I go to at the bottom of this NP Financials website, we'll see our social media channels. Yeah. So if you go to the YouTube channel, so that's what Marty is doing. This is extremely relevant to show this. What someone started get started. So if you go to our website, YouTube channel, by clicking on that little icon here at the bottom, it will take to every moment Marty is spending to give us what is getting ahead of next week market from 3 or 4 maximum 5 out of the 15 markets what he is looking for, and then giving a profitable directions not only for the next week, but he's also doing what he said for the previous week. So so this is the review is for the previous week, and this is for the next coming week. But more, as we know, Marty is an expert in Elliott wave. But Elliott wave means what? Elliott wave is a combination of everything. Combination of Fibonacci, combination of support and resistance, combination of impulsive corrective. Yeah, correct me, Marty, if I'm wrong. And he's telling all this through his tremendous videos, which you can find and go and read a couple of his points and comment, as I know Ben regularly does, and probably most of you do. But if someone is not doing, this is Lisha. Yeah, Lisha, can you recognize yourself? Yeah, her microphone. She has to write yes or no. Anyway, yeah. All right. So, yeah. So Marty is doing this, and that is fantastic, brilliant observation. So I completely agree. Anyone wants to add before I add my 2 cents on this Gautam's wonderful question? All right. I think yeah. So now my time. Yeah. Yeah, what we all discuss, I completely agree with Marty. What I completely agree with Girija. Little bit disagree, not a disagree, but possibly the second would be the Forex factor, because having seen this Forex factor for last 15 years, with due respect to everyone and everything, having seen that Forex factory, I think I closed it. Yeah, having seen that Forex factory for 13 years, I have pointed out two important news only. That is the FOMC, Federal Open Market Committee for Forex, and then an NFP, because they are very close to our name of NPF. Know that. All right. So, and then now I'll be 100% agreeing with Vic only on one aspect of Forex. That is the inflation or the consumer price index, which are very closely related. Inflation or consumer price index. Those are the two things two things I'm extremely important, even more than this fellow, which is the FOMC. So now, because of we are in an inflationary situation, not in Japan, they have 0.1. They defy the world. They are in deflation for last 2 decades, I think. But anyway, Japan is Japan. Except Japan, we are in an inflationary situation in which the only thing bothers is inflation, which is derived from consumer price index. And based on this consumer price index, CPI, and inflation, the interest rate, because foreign exchange is derived from the interest rate. So the mother of all foreign exchange is the interest rate, and possibly the grandmother is the dollar index. I'll talk about this one. All right. So inflation, CPI, and interest rate, especially from this fellow, United States, USA. So if we have a positive, if we have an increase CPI, our dollar index will behave one way. If we have a decrease in CPI, our dollar index will behave another way. So I'll agree with all three. I will start, just to help Gautam, with my 2 cents. In addition to what you already have said, Marty, Vic, and Girija, I'll add 2 cents that I always start I'll start Forex. I'll always start Forex with this fellow, dollar index, because if we remember our basics of trading, in which we discuss the dollar index as a composite basket of 6 currency pairs: euro, sterling, yen, Swiss franc, and Canadian dollar, and Swedish krona. So I'll always start with this fellow. I believe, I think it's a motherland or a fatherland. United States is what? Motherland or fatherland? Anyone? Motherland. Thank you. So see this fellow, DX I would consider mother of all the foreign exchange, yeah, because it is a composite basket. Now, for if I go to Vic, who is trading our own strategies in his superannuation share strategy, and if I'm Vic, possibly if Partha becomes Vic, then we'll start with the SPTRD or S&P 500 in pro real time. That is SPTRD, SPX 500. So if I'm trading Forex, if I'm trading Forex, I'll go with dollar index. If I'm trading shares, I'll go with SPX 500. It is a composite index of 500 shares. Now the dollar index is 6. This is 500, as the name suggests. And also we have Dow Jones, DJI, or Wall Street, Dow Jones 30, which is a composite index of 30. Similarly, if I have to do commodity, I'll go for commodity index, but I'll restrict now to dollar index. So as Marty said, I'll start with dollar index and see the levels, what are there. The dollar index is in crucial for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Supposing I'm doing this, supposing Gautam is, supposing Partha is Gautam, and I'm doing this for the next week. Yeah, I'll follow all your instruction. I'll go, but I'll start with dollar index and see what this fellow is doing in a monthly basis. This is playing with this yearly level, playing this with this yearly level for last 8 months. So that means it is a very tight range. And then go to the weekly. Start with monthly, as Marty said, then go to weekly. And then if this is a Fibonacci, all sellers out, at Fibonacci level, then we are seeing that there's all sellers out, then crack and snap back on the yearly, and then it is slowly going, and then it has closed yesterday, on Saturday morning 8 o'clock, or above a yearly. So this is above three, yearly support. This is above 3 yearly support. And for the and also, where is my that thing gone? All right, now, and also this fellow, and also yeah. Why I say it is also less out, because it is oversold. If we consider this channel line as our guidance, you may or may not, but I consider this as my guideline for the upward trending market, which got started long back from 2021. From 2021, if I believe that this is a upward trending channel, and this is for the first time, this has closed below the upward pointing channel, maybe a standard deviation or a standard error channel. These are the two here. This one here, standard deviation and standard error channel. If it is closing like this, is like a Bollinger. If it is closing for the first time, if this is the uptrend, and if it is closing, if it is touching for the first time a Bollinger, like this is an uptrend. As we all know, if I have to draw this is an uptrend. This is an uptrend, and possibly this is a big impulsive and big corrective. Yeah, so maybe 61.8 or something like that. All right. So if it is, even if we have not observed this impulsive and corrective, which Marty will contribute when he's speaking, I would consider this as a oversold, because it has touched the lower Bollinger Band and closed below, and this fellow is open and close is near. All right. So now coming to the Gautam's question, I'll be having positive biased, not 100%, but maybe 60%, because it may so happen that if I convert this, I'll answer the question. But if I convert this for a moment to candlestick and ask this formation and ask this 4 combination, who can answer me this question? Vijayta can definitely.
Not break 2.
Which one? Which combination?
This 4. When the
The,
third candle did not close above them.
At a rising 3 method?
Falling 3 method. Wow, Ben, you got 100 out of 100. Falling 3 method, because this 3 bullish candlestick did not close beyond the high of this bearish candlestick. So we call it a falling 3 method. But we'll be a little bit skeptical on this, because falling 3 method has to happen on this top or at the middle. But this is happening at this fellow, at a support. So possibly I'll let go this one, falling 3 method. But I just wanted to understand that you remember, and Ben said yes, I remember. All right, so I'll go to the daily now. So far so good. Do you have any question the way we are answering Gautam's Gautam's question through Vic, Marty, Vijayta, Girija and me?
Slightly off topic here, Partha.
Go.
I might have missed it, but when you zoomed out a little bit on your weekly and monthly charts, you had a sky blue support line. So
This one?
yeah, I'm very interested in that one. How that one?
Yeah, I think this is coming from yearly, and that is coming from yearly.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other question? All these are dollar in such a basket. See, it is all these are yearly. If I have to change this for a year, I also sometimes doubt my own lines, but they are all drawn legitimately from the yearly swing highs and swing lows. Yeah. All right. So now, last thing we'll do, what we'll be doing tomorrow. That's what Gautam is asking. What we'll do tomorrow. So before I answer what we'll be doing tomorrow, what are this combination of 3 candles?
Evening star.
Evening star?
Yeah.
Gautam said evening star. Did it? Anyone else? Vijayta? You said, I remember last time, Friday. Yeah, what is this? Ben? Possibly. Again, this fellow did not close below this. So I would say rising 2 method, rising 2 method, rising 2 method. So I'll give more importance to rising 2 method compared to evening star, compared to evening star, because evening star should not happen at a support. Evening star should happen at a resistance. Yeah, that is why without context, candlesticks are what? When
They mean nothing. I could use another word, but I would say they mean nothing.
So Ben is polite, so he's saying it means nothing. Right? We have another name. All right. So I would say this. They're like these two bars did not close below this. Lisa, these are our old name, which is two bar reversal. Two bar reversal. In candlestick, they are known as the rising two method, rising two methods. Although it's not rising two methods, there is actually rising three method. But we have actually exploit the same concept of rising three method to two. So if the two candle red did not close below the low, so rising two method, similarly rising two method, similarly rising two. So till Gautam's question is possibly now getting answered. So if we are having a positive bias, if we are having a positive bias on the dollar index, for all other opposite in opposite instruments in which the USD is having the term currency, we remember what is base and term, all will be possibly having a potential or a bias from my side at least to go short. Let's see one by one. Euro USD. Yeah, this is a very strong bullish this thing. Yeah, morning star. Yeah, this morning star, we need to see what are the levels. I think the levels are here. Yeah, the level is here, some kind of I think this is dynamic horizontal line, which is weekly low. So this is coming at weekly low, and this is coming at the 50 moving average. So yeah, as Marty, I'll adopt what Marty said. I'll not go long here because I'm biased on the this fellow dollar index also. Let's see next one, which is the USD JPY. USD JPY is having this. So I'm now at this point, possibly for the next at least for Monday, I myself, I'll be very much not willing to take any possible trades on the dollar on the forex on the Monday itself, but let the Monday close. Maybe situation can go change on the Tuesday. For this Monday, tomorrow, I'll not be placing of course not intraday. I'm not talking about intraday. I'm talking about daily trade or 2-day trades. I'll not be placing any trade on forex because I saw positive bias on the dollar index and a negative bias on the same USD against JPY. So I let not do anything. But if we see like this, if the dollar on this date, which is possibly on 14th of July, if I go and see what the dollar index did on the 14th of July, if I go, where is the dollar index? 14th of July, yeah, this is fantastic. Yeah, you see this, all sellers out at a support, all sellers out at support. So we buy here. So if this is Friday, then we'll have a positive bias on dollar index, which is matching with USD JPY. So we'll go long on USD JPY and go short on euro. But here I'll not do anything because we see a 2-bar reversal or a rising 2 method. Although it can be this thing also, evening star, as Gautam said. But I'll not take this because there are too much of support. Possibly I'll let that go. So coming back to your answer, we for this coming Monday, at least me will not be doing anything for next 24 hours on forex. Do you understand what we said, Gautam? Did it help, or did we answer your question?
Yes, Partha. It greatly helps. first of all, trying to understand, from different traders' mindsets, like, Girija, Vic, yourself, Marty, and everyone. So, yeah, thanks for your contribution. It really, helps, probably training my mind, think like a trader, pro trader, right? So, yeah, thanks for that. I'll probably also, probably start, thinking from that perspective. I was not watching the US dollar basket anyway, so I'll probably add that currency into my list and then probably start from that particular, index to see, where the general bias is, and then probably think from that perspective.
Fantastic, brilliant, excellent. All right. Do anyone having any follow up, including you, Gautam, on this question, or otherwise we'll go to Vikas? Yeah. Any follow up question on dollar index?
Good, thanks.
Or-
All good. Thank you.
All good. Thank you. All right. Brilliant. Now, Vic is asking difference between MT4, MT5. Excellent question. This is more relevant to our. This is more relevant to our capital audition. This is because in this, supposing I go for here, start trading on the 6,300, which is $1 million. It will ask for which platform, MT4 or MT5. Now the question is, what is MT4? What is MT5? I don't use MT4, MT5. Yeah, I use something else, Pro Real Time or something else. Yeah, C Trader, anything else. Yeah. The first best way to get answer is possibly on the same. I'll come back to this question, but as always, I'll give some context to that, because without context, nothing is anything. All right. So I'll go to the bottom of this. Capital audition page, and then go to the bottom of this, which is having the FAQ. So there are a lot of questions which are answered here. Lots of questions which are answered here, and each questions are answered in a very big format. And then also we have read more. If we go to read more, we have a lot size explained, everything explained here. Yeah. So if you are getting the answer from here, that is fantastic. If not, then I'll answer that question. Before I answer that question, anyone wants to take that question as usual for Vic, so that I can bring a little bit of water? Go.
Yeah, so MT5 has a lot. Well, MT4 doesn't provide the stocks and shares where MT5 does. MT5 generally has a very big crypto list as well.
Fantastic. Thank you, Marty. Anyone else? Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. So the only one thing which I will add, MT4 and MT5 to define. You can ask Google what is MT4, MT5, but we'll answer. MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 are the most commonly used platform in this trading universe. Number one. And number two, the biggest, as Marty pointed about cryptocurrencies, the difference between MT4 and MT5. MT4 is extremely old, and they have limited number of cryptos as well as limited number of shares. So the question is coming from Vic, who is trading shares in his self-managed super fund with NP Financial Strategies. So MT5 is having lots of shares listed, and much more than compared to MT4. Similarly, much more cryptocurrencies compared to MT4. Where do I find that? So if you go to our Discord channel, and the Discord channel for Lisha and others who does not know, probably can go to About Us page under More. We have added psychology, in which Kerry Brown is helping us. So if we go to More and About Us, so we will be seeing a little bit below. If we go, this has to be this one, ongoing support, email, live chat, phone, WhatsApp, Messenger, SMS, Telegram, and Discord. So if we click here, those of you who have not joined our Discord, maybe Lisha. If you click here, it will take you to Discord, and then you can join us and follow us. NPF live trading. We are extremely big on our Discord, and we have 7 channels, as we can see: intraday trading, market open, Elliott wave, 4-hour, 12-hour daily, and of course we have general discussion on this. All right. So if we go to our Discord channel, and we'll see this important thing on this one here. We'll get started with this one. Get started. Welcome. Important about us, terms and the rules. Useful links. Useful links. Yeah, I think it will be in the useful links week. It will give you only it will give you what all shares are there in MT4 and what all shares are there in MT5, along with this spread, along with Mac compatible, in which Gautam is having a tough time, right, Gautam?
Oh yes, Partha. Yeah, I'm using Mac, and it was like probably very hard for me to install MT4. So I had to do some workarounds, like installing crossover, and then probably get the MT4 working and running. So yeah, my another question was like related to why can't I use TradingView? Because 8cap, the broker which we use for demo and real accounts, they on their website they say that they support TradingView. But for some reason, ours are like an NPF Financial. That website doesn't say about TradingView or anything. So I got response from support that they support only MT4 and MT5. So I had to choose MT4 only, being it less complex and very easy to use. So I had to find some workaround. But yeah, eventually found the workaround and made it working.
We'll come to that. And to answer Vic question, MT4 is primarily used for Forex, full stop, and MT5 is primarily used for shares and cryptos, full stop. And the list you can find here: tradable instruments MT5, tradable instruments MT4. You download under the useful links under NPF general, you will find the list. And then did we answer the question, Vic?
Absolutely, Partha. Thanks, Partha. Thanks, Marty and Gautam.
Fantastic, brilliant. Now coming back to TradingView. TradingView is a popular software nowadays, especially, but not more popular than Pro Real Time. TradingView is possibly trying to grow by incorporating many of these instruments, many of these asset classes, and so on and so forth. And but as we, as possibly we have answered here, who is a broker and so on and so forth, we use Go Markets. If you go to our About Us section, so if you are trading your own money, then possibly you trade Go Market with us. You can go down here, Go Markets, or if you are trading our money, then you'll have to go to you don't have any other opportunity but to go with Australian licensed broker, which is nothing but this 8 cap, 8 EIGHT cap, CAP cap. So 8 cap, and that 8 cap, if we go to our which we have on relationship with them for our auditions, and all these terms and conditions, all of these are there. And in auditions, 8 cap itself, although as Gautam said, in their website they say yes, they are, but if we go to our I think terms and conditions here, we have written that we do not support TradingView, I think. So if I do trading view, yeah, so our designated broker does not support TradingView software for our auditions. That's why we are helpless on that. So we cannot use TradingView. We could or we would have allowed all of us to go with the TradingView, but unfortunately we cannot. So that's what we are. We cannot allow that, Gautam. Yeah, sorry for that. Next question.
How to use MT4 and MT5 Partha, because I'm still beginner. So is it a software that we can use?
Yes, correct. Very good, excellent. Possibly Marty is in a better position to answer this, but I'll just anyone wants to contribute to what Vijayta is asking, how to use MT4, and then share his or her question or screen as well. Marty is probably making a video on that. Are you, Marty? Probably the timeline is not yet fixed.
The timeline is still ongoing, Partha, but yes, it will be coming out.
Fantastic. So, yeah. So, would you like to share your screen and say, answer this question, MT4, MT5?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll stop presenting. You present, yeah?
Yep.
I have stopped. Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm just trying to figure out which screen. Oh, this one looks good. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yep. We can hear you as well. Yeah.
Okay, so in the sense of using MT4, what is your main question that you would like to get an understanding about?
How we can use it?
How to use it? Okay,
Yep.
so
Demonstrate from the very basic level. Yeah.
all right, so here, everything, we can set our chart up just by right-clicking, and we will get all these options here.
No, first show how to bring the chart. Close the chart and show.
Close the chart also. Okay.
Or go to view and start with on views. Go to view. Yeah. Go to symbols. Keep the symbols there. Market watch. Sorry, market watch. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Now explain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we can do, I will go. So this is called a profile, which I have set up. Okay. And all the colors and of the bars and the background and everything, I have chosen and made my own template and saved it as a clear version. Okay, so if I start from new, I'll go to this default screen. Yours will not look anything like this, but I would go to the euro dollar, for example. I would right click on him, chart window, and you will get something like this. So at this point of time, when you're looking at this fellow, you have your timeline options here. You have your drawing tools up here, which you can add and minus if you like. And you also are able to right click on the screen and come down to your properties. And here you will come up with what you would like to see. So here I can have a black background, the white foreground, so all the price and everything is in white. I can turn the grid off, it gets rid of the grid there. So the bars, so this will be in a bar chart, will be lime green. Or I could change them to blue. It might look like that. With a bar down, let's choose something else, maybe, I don't know, maybe red, just for an example. And this is what it will look like here. We can zoom in. Now it's hard to see, but we can come to a template and save that and give it a name as something like test 1. Okay, so now if I come over to the left here in my market watch list, I can right click, open another chart window, right click, come to a template, down to test 1, and I will get that same template everywhere. Okay. But for now, this one's easier to see for me. If we ever want to place an order, there is 2 ways we can go about that. We just come up to new order up here and press this. And here we have the option of a market execution. So that's where the price is right now. Or we can come up to the market type here and place a pending order, where we have the option of our buy limits, or a buy stop, a sell limit, and a sell stop. So you all have the understanding of what these different types of orders are. Is everyone happy with what a buy limit is?
Vijeta?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Yep. Okay. So this is where we will put the price in of our buy limit here and our stop loss up here. Just press place trade and that order will go through. And then if I come up to view and terminal, come up with trade here, and it will show us any trades and orders in this section here. We can also go through our account history, where we can see the trades we've taken in here. And everything on MT4 is pretty simple, I think, to use. That's why I guess it would be the biggest well-known trading software out there. But if you do need anything cleared up, I'm always here to help.
Thanks. Thank you for explaining.
Fantastic. Thank you, Marty. Thanks a ton. I'll just add 2 cents if you are done with Marty. Any questions to Marty, Vijeta?
No more questions. I'll try using it. Thanks, Marty.
Yeah, thank you, Marty. You can stop sharing so that I'm almost done now. I'll hand it over to you. So enter screen. Screen 1 share. All right. Can you see my screen? Everyone, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah, Marty has explained everything, and that's fantastic, brilliant. Yeah. So to start with, when you download the MT4, if it something will possibly look like this, it is divided into a couple of sections. This section is market watch, as in the symbols are there. So as you can do, see, I'm dragging, but it is not getting dragged. So what you need to do, you need to right click and then take this out, auto arrange. If you take that out, you can actually do this. Yeah. So for 8 cap, this has to be all .I, not the exact AUD can, but .I. Yeah, .I. So if you want to hide all of this, so what you can do, you can right click on this and then hide all. Everything will be hidden except this one, because this is in the chart. Yeah. So this is one section which is market watch. This is another section which will show you the symbols. This is another one, navigator, which will show you your accounts. And this is another section which is your terminal. You can play with these 3 sections or add anything more. Only one more is left, is this one, which is data window. If you click on this data window, if you click this cursor here, see this data window is getting changed. And if you click here, as Marty said, and press Ctrl G, it will, or through right click and take the grid off. So it can be going the grid off. And you can make it a monthly chart like this. You can make it a weekly chart like this, blah, blah, blah. So these are the only thing which I wanted to show you is the sections. Otherwise, Marty has explained everything. So the symbols are here and the market watch. If I go here and take the market watch out, oh my God, I lost my symbols. No, nothing. You have not lost anything. Just go to view and market watch. Similarly for navigator, similarly for terminal. This is for the terminal. Terminal is gone. Yeah, toggle switch, and this is for the data. So these are the and as Marty said, new order. You can right click here and then go to F9, and you can place the order as well. Yeah. So did we answer all your questions on this, Vijay? Do you have any follow-up questions?
No, I'm good. Thank you. You
Brilliant.
answered all my questions.
Next question.
Can you please give a short demo on what we would do if we were to intraday trade the pound against the dollar?
Fantastic. So Marty is asking, what do we do on the intraday of our sterling trade? So we will load the appropriate template for that, and for that, before loading the appropriate template, we need to remember that we need to be trained in our intraday trading, which we have in our client portal. As you all know, like we different asset classes, intraday is not an asset class, but if we go here, we have Forex, beginners, advanced, professional. We have share trading. We have commodity. So Forex is one asset class. Share, another asset class. Commodity, another asset class. 3. Bonds and indices, 4. And then indices, of course, comes under shares. And then we have here instruction based 2. We have cryptocurrency, which is the next asset class. And then we have intraday trading. So before you try intraday trading, any one of you, please be trained with our intraday trading, in which we have 6 modules and all those units. And then once you are trained by us, we will set up your intraday trading, which will possibly look this. Who is controlling my computer? Am I or someone else? All right. So if I go to this one here, oh my God, what is happening? Gone crazy. Intraday, what is happening here? Okay, let me take it to the big screen. So intraday, I'll go here. Where is my intraday? Intraday, this is here. All right, so it will look like this. So I'll just move this one. I'm not going to explain. I'll just answer the questions. So for the sterling, Marty is asking, our intraday is actually biggest advantage of our intraday is we can trade sterling, ASX, and Hang Seng and Nasdaq. Of course, we have other. Yeah. So I'm moving this. I'm just keeping the. I'm just keeping these fellows here. I'm just keeping these fellows, which are the. All of them are important, but these are the major ones. So the 5 minutes chart, and then in conjunction with that, we have other others, but I'll just show with these two. And he has asked a question on the sterling, so I'll go and change this to sterling. And in that sterling, we'll be using our this fellow histogram, as well as this one volume, because we are big on volume here. Volume from the volume spread analysis, VSA. And then we'll target the sterling in 2 time frames. One is the London, and the other one is the nylon, which is the New York and London. NY for New York and LON for London. So London, now winter. London will start here at around what is that? 4:30 or 5 o'clock. So London starts here, and New York starts at 11:30, somewhere here. Of course, we can trade in the Asian session. So Asian session will start at 9 o'clock. So let's go there. Yeah, Asian session. Let's demonstrate the Asian session. For sterling, what we do on the Asian sessions, because we are in Australia. We can only trade, at least me, having the energy to trade from 9 to maximum 2 or 3. That's it, 2 o'clock. Yeah, 2 o'clock we go for walking for 1 hour. So we'll start at 9 o'clock. and then simply answering your question on Marty. If everything else are matching, like the 4-hour matching, like the 1-hour matching, the daily matching, if everything is matching, then we'll go with the green histogram, like this one. We'll buy here, we'll buy here, and then we'll put provided everything is matching on that line chart and everything else. So we'll buy here, let me maximize this so that you can see. We'll buy here, and then when we are buying here for this intraday on the sterling, we trade 4 of them. One is ASX 200, we start at 950, and then Hang Seng we start at 1115 now winter, otherwise it is 1250, but ASX was still there at 950, and winter Australian dollar and USD JPY yen starts at 9 o'clock. So 4 things starts at 3 things. Three instruments starts at 9 o'clock in Melbourne winter. So that is AUD USD number 1, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. This is the one. This is previous days, and this is this 9 o'clock. And then we have AUD USD, and then we have USD JPY. Primarily these two. Of course, you can do GBP USD, but I prefer London time. But you can do this one on this one also. GBP USD 3, and then 950 is ASX 200, and 1115 is Hang Seng. So 3 plus 1 plus 1, 5 instruments we trade through our intraday. And simple, we follow our strategy. We buy here, we buy here, we put a stop loss here, and then unless and until something is happening, we have the dynamic profit taking. If something is not happening, then possibly we'll close the trade at around 2 o'clock. So supposing we have to take in this trade, nothing is there. If we then we'll close the trade at 2 o'clock, and then we'll be in this trade. We'll be getting 18 points profit. 18 points profit with a stop loss of maybe 10 points or even 15 points. So we'll get 1%. We got 1% on this GBP USD in the morning session, Australasian session, 1% on this, on the GBP USD. Or we can wait for this opposite to be triggered, which did not trigger on this. Probably this one got triggered, so we may close this trade here, which got triggered here at 18 points. Did I answer your question, Marty?
Yeah. If we had the capabilities to trade the London session, what else would we look for?
Very good question. Fantastic. First of all, I don't have the capability because I get enervated around 2 o'clock. I get enervated at around 2 o'clock. All the energies are gone. But yes, if you are still taking, congratulations to you. So we'll go to 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Where is that 4 o'clock? Yes, yeah. If everything is matching, we'll go for a short here on this day, whichever date it is, it's Thursday. So we'll go, everything else is matching. We have 4 other charts. If everything is matching, number 2. If everything is matching is number 2, then what is number 1? All right. I'll just ask you this question because I'm talking too much. Okay, what is number 1? I will show you the history a little bit. Because you always know the left hand side, you do not know the right hand side. So if this is number 2, I said to go short at 4 o'clock when the market opens, yeah, on the winter. Otherwise it is 6 o'clock evening. If this is second, what is the first? Anyone? It can be a wild guess. Go. It's your time now. Anyone wants to take a try?
No idea.
No idea. Who said that? Marty?
Yep.
Anyone having any idea? Difficult one, I remember. I understand, difficult. Lisa is saying, wow, Lisa, first comment. Price in the same direction. Wow, that's fantastic. Brilliant. Lisa got 100 out of 100. She is saying price is in the same direction of the trend. Yeah, that is primary. So if the trend is down till then, and then we have a signal to go short if everything matches. See the volume here. See the volume here, much more than the Australasian. My goodness, Australasian, Australia plus Asia. Difficult to pronounce. All right, Australasian session, but I'm still struggling. Anyway, so we'll go in the direction of the trend. That's what Lisha said. Fantastic, brilliant, and so well said, Lisha. I'll just draw this fellow here, and it will be rejection of this. And if I do standard error channel, it, oh my God, look at that fellow. What is happening on the standard error channel here? I told you at around 45 minutes before. What happened here on this? Anyone? Everyone?
Crack and snap back.
Yes, so crack and snap back. Number 2. Number 1 is what? Crack and snap back is a very good answer, but what is the best possible professional answer? What happened here on this green bar?
It broke above the trend line.
This is not
buyers out.
Buyers out. Buyers out. Very close, very close. Anyone? I already told 45 minutes before. I told I actually did this. I actually did this. If you remember on my dollar index daily chart. Anyone? Anyone? Come on, you can. It's nothing rocket science. Okay, right. You forgot already. We have memory of angel fish. 3 seconds. I cannot help. So I would say this is overbought because this has closed above the channel, and this is overbought. This is the first answer, professional answer, because what is the difference between professional and amateur? Professional takes the least risk with maximum profit. Least risk, maximum profit. And then they can be 50% out, stopped out, but they will again what the 51 time they will take this trade because this is the least risk. Then we come if we are not yet that level, professional level, then crack and snap back. Yeah, and someone said all sellers, all buyers out. That is also correct. Yeah, all right. But Lisha's answer direction, that is, I said 1B. That is 1B. 1A. 1A is if we have made almost 0.3% or 0.5% in the Asian session. If we have made 0.13% or 0.5% in the Asian session, that is 1A. I have divided this answer in 3 subsection: 1A, 1B, and 2. So 1A is supposing we are going to, if everything matching, if we are going short here and we are closing the trade here on the opposite trigger here, 2 points, nothing. So we got, that is nothing we got from the Asian session. That is 1A. Number 2, 1B is in the direction of the trend, what Lisha said. And number 2, or actually what we are doing, we are going in the direction of the trade. We got a thing, as Marty said, we are still having energy. So we'll sort this trade with a stop loss of 10 points or something like that. Our target is 10 points, 1:1, and let's see what happened. Boom, we got 1% there. Yeah. Did I answer your question, Marty?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can you repeat what I said on the 1A, 1B, 2, or is it too much of ask?
That was too much, Partha. All too much.
All right. Before I hand it over to Marty for his brilliant analysis on Elliott waves for all the markets, do you have any last question for me? No. Thank you very much. Marty, it's all yours now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So just give me a moment to share my screen again. Whoops, this one here, sharing screen.
Yeah, it is coming. Everyone can see Marty's screen? I can see. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
If you can press a hide on the bottom, middle hide, that will be great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so this week, some news came out So we have a place called Fitch. And they cut the US credit rating from a AAA down to a AA plus. Okay, so this means that the credit rating for that country has been downgraded by one of these rating agencies. So we have a Standard and Poor's. We also have what's that other one?
Well, yeah, it starts with F thing. Moody.
Moody, that's it, Moody. Yep, so Moody and S&P. So if one more of those guys were to downgrade the US government's credit rating, then you could see, so it's, remember in the past we had the debt ceiling negotiations were happening and it was in the media. We also believe, well, anyway, if the Standards and Poor's and that drop their AAA rating, not many other countries are going to want to invest in bonds for that country. A lower rating would not be very ideal for the actual stock market of that country either, as they will get less foreign investment coming in, as well as that there could be a big change in the way the US dollar is valued. But at the end of the day, we only need to see headlines like this without getting too far into it.
Big news, Marty.
That is very big news. So then we can put this onto our charts. So that could impact our major world indices around the world everywhere. But if we come into our American markets, we can see that this is a monthly time frame. We're sort of sizing up a big candle here, big, possibly a bearish engulfing, even though this candle is not finished yet. So we're only the first week of the month, so it still has a long time to go. So that's only fresh news out just now.
The news came now.
It came 2 days ago, I think, 3 days ago. Okay, so on a weekly time frame, we have this weekly candlestick pattern. So a pretty bearish looking candlestick. Although at the moment I do have some doubts where I believe this market could go a little higher. So one more time, we might get something like a double top up here. So the reason I say something like this, as well as getting pretty close to forming this giant A and this giant B pattern. This could be the start of it, and I think possibly it could come a little higher. Okay, so this is that A that we just saw. This one here. Now we're doing our B pattern all the way up for our orange B. So we have our first A and B of a smaller cycle in here. So essentially just 1, 2, 3 for A, and 1, 2, 3 for our B. I know it's very hard to read because it's a corrective wave, but essentially for this smaller green C, we want to see 5 waves up to be complete. Now I've looked and looked, but at this point in time I can only see 1, 2, and a 3. So this is why I think we're going to come down maybe a bit more. Possibly something like this. In the most extreme case, we might come all the way down here before doing our last wave up to make this pattern valid. Although being the very last wave to complete this pattern, sometimes it can be very difficult to read. So it might have happened, it might not have on the S&P 500, but I'm sort of edging towards it hasn't happened just yet. If we do come down to make this 4, we will have a wave count different to 5. Even though we are seeing 5 right now, we might get a 6 and a 7. So that's our S&P 500. If we look at our NASDAQ, it's a little bit more clearer. So have a big A with a big B, which might not be complete just yet. As we see the top of the B here, from this 3 to 4 to complete our green 5, we only have a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. So I would think this will go up one more time before we get the big one, before we come right down. Okay, so we got that news there, and these patterns look to be pretty well near completion on these indices here, these major ones for the US market. We can also see on the DAX, on the weekly, we also have this strong engulfing bearish candle here. Where it's hard for me to count 5 minor waves in here to complete this wave, but it does look complete here. So this trend line from this guy here, our 2 to our 4, this can have a lot of weight if this guy does our close below low taken out. We might see a bigger fall on the DAX. For our next world indice, we have the ASX 200. So I need to update this a little bit, but it's our first wave down, our A, our B, and our C up to complete our wave 2. Okay, where this one looks more promising to continue down to make our C wave below A here. And so notice how I'm always on the bigger time frame, looking at these bigger levels. So we have our A and B with our C on our daily. We have our 1, 2, our 3. This is very much looking like a 4 with the corrective patterning here where there's no strong green like this. So that's more impulsive. This is more corrective. There's lots of mix of green and red where it could keep coming down from this point here to below here. Ideally, we would want it to come up to here before making this last little wave. At that point in time, that will give us our first complete impulsive wave down. So this will be what's called a moderate cycle, which will carry more weight in these little cycles all together. Okay, to complete this first wave down. So that's the American markets are likely to fall very soon, if not now. So we will need another week for those to clear up a bit better. Same for the DAX. The Aussie looks to have started with a similar pattern down.
Have you done it for Dow Jones?
I think I might have looked at it. Okay, so not really. But why I would have put this here, I would have went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a 1, a 2, a 3 up here. So 4 to come down, 5 to go up one last time before we take a dive. So a bit similar, more like the S&P at the moment. We have the Hang Seng. Now weekly, we have a huge A all the way down here. We're looking for a B up here. But this is a big, big pattern. At this point in time, we have an A with an A, B, and C likely down here. Okay, so our 1, 2, 3 for A, 1, 2, 3 for B, where it's likely we will want to continue our C wave down to around here. So at the moment in the trading world, I'm probably more confident with the direction the indices are taking than anything else. Unless someone has any questions about those couple of indices that we just looked at and wants to know anything further on those, I'd be happy to share any insights.
That was brilliant. I like the one, the bearish big engulfing for the DAX, I presume.
Yeah, that's
Vijayta is having a question, got a drop now. Thanks. Okay, thanks, Vijayta. All right. Yeah, on the DAX or the S&P, I forgot. I think on the
yeah, on the Nasdaq as well. They're all coming together by the looks of it. Partha did suggest that at the start of the week he always looks at the dollar index as his first point of call. I also looked at this fellow. It looks like this fall could be done here, very much so. So we have our A, our B, and our C. So we almost touched this level, which was derived from a weekly at least, or at least a daily, the very minimum. So we went through the first level here, but we looked like there's some interest on that level here. So I'm not confident with currencies at the moment, is this could also be interpreted as a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, still with a 5 down. But this could also be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, as this fifth wave could be complete here. Although very impulsive down, very corrective looking up. And this does look very much like an A. So we have a 1, 2, 3 for A, B, with a 1, 2, and 3 up for 4. So I would likely think this 4 could be complete with our 5th wave. This is my likely take on the US dollar, but not the only point of view I'm considering at the moment. And again, that does go with, so the euro path I looked at on my big monthly time frame. Again, on the weekly, 1, 2, 3 down. 4 might not yet be complete, with a 1, 2, 3, 4 for this last minor wave to come up. So if the US dollar is going down, we might see this fellow come up maybe to this target here before taking the dive down below this guy here. Again, if it is right that the US dollar is going down, and we have the dollar yen, which has our A, our B, and our C pattern likely complete here, starting our last 5th wave down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. If that is true, then again, this is likely the completion of a bigger A, B, C, where we are still likely coming down well below here. Okay, so we just have to be pretty cautious with the US dollar at the moment, but there's some likely trades I am looking at, as well as potentially gold. So the dollar was down, so this would mean gold is free to go up. Well, we have our A, B, so another corrective pattern. 1, 2, 3. 4th wave complete here for our 5th wave up to maybe $2,000. But let's not forget, this is a major top of a 150-year-old cycle here. So maybe we might come up to around the $2,000 mark as presented before, maybe 2025, before the big one, the big wave 3. It'll be, I hope we all get a hold of that one there. But for now, I'm happy to take any questions. If anyone wants to go over anything, if they have any questions about any markets or what they want to see, if they want anything clarified, just let me know. Just ask the question.
Any questions for Marty, please?
No? Okay, so
I have one question.
okay.
Comparing these 3 asset classes, for example, one is the S&P or the specific instrument on those asset classes, S&P 500, dollar index, and gold. So which one is the most imminent one, and which one can result in a big up or down in near future, from the
near future.
Elliott wave perspective?
Well, in my Trade of the Week series, I did look at gold, as this guy looks ready to move upwards for this week. So we've already got this big green candle here. as well as completing this A, B, and C pattern down. So I would be favoring this guy probably the most for this week. That's what I would be looking more forward to. Lisa, could you explain a little further? Oh, that was at 4:30. What would you like explained a little further, please, Lisa? In the meantime, let's see what Garija and Ben have lined up for the week ahead, if they have anything interesting they would like to share.
Yeah, Ben has not spoken much.
No, very quiet.
I was just only did the Forex. So with the Forex, I was just checking like what was the week and what can come ahead.
Okay.
So I was just marking a little bit. That's it.
Okay, so with your week ahead, what's your most favorite?
Sorry, I start speaking with the mic off. Okay, so at the start of the week, like tomorrow, so I need to check it out what like USD and JPY is going to do. As already Parthas already on that, like yeah, there will be as per him, he's not going to take any of the trade into that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting that like what our bars are going to do. And so that's how I'm just simply like following all the charts, and that's how I started my day with.
Okay, so your
Yes.
favorite chart right now would be the US dollar against the yen.
Yes.
Always, Girija's favorite is yen.
Okay, very good. It does move a bit slower than the rest of them, which is good, can be handy. So again, this could be interpreted an Elliott wave as 1, 2, 3, 4, with our fifth wave not yet complete. So at the same time, much like Partha, I'm not entirely happy with the Forex market with the week ahead.
So there was like, as per me, I'm just going to my chart and check it out. Yes. So it was the 30th of August bar. It was out of the Bollinger, but it was still like not like that much longest bar or something. But there may be like if someone by chance, if someone like to enter over there, I made my short entry. So there was like it can be reached, it cannot be. So we'll just check it out how it's gonna do that. So I'm just like with my chart on, there is always like pivot monthly, Bollingers, everything is there right now.
Okay.
Just helping out a lot to check it.
So the 30th of August, was that on a daily time frame?
Daily time frame.
30th, not the 30th of July?
No, that was the previous one. It is the like most recent one I'm just following right now. So 30th of July, I can just check it. Just give me a second. So no, it was because my bars are not on yet, like for the Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're looking to go short, is that what you're saying?
Yes, it was like in my daily. It is showing that it is already out of like above the Bollinger, the upper
Okay.
tail. So if we can like by chance, if someone is taking the trade onto that, like beginners like me, so there will be a short term like target, and I think it maybe or maybe not reached.
Okay. Apologies, I don't have the pivot points on this guy here.
It's okay. I can just so it is already showing the 4th of August bar. The close was where's the close? Yes, 141.78, and the pivot monthly is 141.48.
141.48.
Yeah. All these things just it's a really good practice when I'm doing it, right? So for example, sometime it happen, sometime we start getting like, I'm just talking about me, that start overconfidenting, right? So when I see that yes, it start going down and it can reach to the target, when it's not reach, it's a lesson to me. Then I check it out, like, yes, where I was doing, what mistakes I was doing. So
Okay,
it's
well,
always
that's
like
good.
into that interesting era all the time.
Oh, there's always an element of doubt
Yes.
whenever we place a trade. So what else? We have Lisa. Do you use Elliott wave only on longer times? What's the shortest time frame you use it on? So personally, the lowest time frame I go down to is the 1 hour, but people do use the 15-minute and 5-minute as well. For example, so this is my C wave number 4 here. I would then drill down to the 1 hour and I would start labeling a 1, 2, with a 3, and a 4. Now, to be sure, this 5th wave, to see if it's finished yet or if it's still going to go down further, I look at this point on our number 4, this high, and come down to the 15-minute. So it was our number 4 here. And then we can say this is our next minor wave down, where we have 1, 2, 3. So this wave down, our 5th wave is not finished yet. So now we have to wait for our 4th wave to be complete of a minor degree. Then our 5th wave down here somewhere. As well as that, if you want to, you can start getting your Fibonacci out and looking for retracement areas within here where you think your wave 4 might go to. So, I don't know, might come up to there, but yeah, there's no reason why you cannot go down to lower time frames on Elliott wave. It's just if you have the patience and you want to keep adjusting your labels all the time, it's all up to you. Okay, 2 minutes left. Any last questions?
I think Lisa has asked, repeated the question. Please elaborate on the dynamic target mentioned in the intraday. What does it mean? Sorry, I missed the 10 minutes as the internet crashed. All right. So if you are done, I can. Yeah. If any questions to Marty, otherwise I'll answer this question, Lisa, and then close this session. Yeah. So any last questions to Marty?
All good. There you go, Partha.
Yeah, fantastic. So I'll share my screen and try to answer what Lisa is saying. Can everyone see my screen here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Fantastic. So Lisa is asking a little bit
Oh, yes.
about the dynamic, because Lisa can only ask this. Of course, Marty and other can also ask. Those of you who have gone through this intraday course, Lisa has done this. along with forex shares and commodities. So I can I can understand where she is coming from. Supposing as Lisa is asking what is this dynamic. So let me go through again, read the questions. Where are you? I lost. So the question here is, yeah, this one here. 11 dynamic target mentioned in the intraday. What does it mean? Sorry, yeah, what does it mean? Okay, the question is very simple. What does it mean? All right. It means three things. Lisha is coming out a long time. I think she was busy with the little one. Now the little one has gone up to 4 years, so now she can concentrate. So if you can, if I can take this opportunity to remind Lisha about this dynamic support resistance and our target setting. To a couple of things here. Depending on the number of stations here, number of units here, 48, 88, 108, something like that, 162. Depending on our computer size, screen size, is supposing we are having something. Then that first thing first, if this is dynamic resistance, this is dynamic support. They are primarily used for two reasons, Risha, if I remind you. First one is put the stop loss, and the second one is to either can take a profit, or and the third one can be the identification of overbought and oversold. So these are the three major reasons why they are used. So for example, at 950, 950, 94, this is 15 minutes. Generally we use for 15 minutes bar on this fellow, which is the intraday 15 minutes chart. So 9:45 will end at 10 o'clock, and this market opens at between 9:50, 50. So yeah, so according to our, this is the first bar. So according to this bar, if we cannot see the support here, as we can see, you can see the support here, but we cannot see the support here. If the support is hidden, that means it's telling us that is a possible oversold condition. That is why the support line is possibly hidden. So so that is our first indication to interpret the benefits of this dynamic support and resistance. So number one, it is telling oversold, so we can go long, and this histogram is telling us to go long if everything else others are matching. So possibly we'll go long here. Then if it is hidden, we cannot see the stop. Supposing we are going long here, let me bring this fellow, the scale. If we are going long here, so we have to put the stop at the support stop. So if we cannot see the support stop, what we'll do, we generally know that we'll bring the cursor, this fellow, cursor, display cursor details. So we'll keep the cursor here, and then long stop is 7414. So if we are entering at 7444, our stop is 7414. So we put a stop loss 7414, and this fellow came up to 7432. We are still in the game, and then either we can close the trade if it is touching this dynamic resistance, or if it is first, and number two, if it is doing a kind of crack and snapback, or all buyers out kind of bar at a resistance, number two, and number three, specifically if it is hidden again. So this is visible, this is visible, this is hidden. If it is getting overbought like this, so we can close the trade here at 27 points, or if with a stop loss of 30, which is 0.8, or we can close the trade here at 13 points only, or on this great gap, when these gaps are filled in. If you can remember, the gaps are formidable support and resistance on this gap, or on this dark cloud cover, depending on where we are closing the trade. So on this trade, we can close on this overbought at 26, 27 point. We can close on this dark cloud cover 21. We can close on this gap, which is 15 points. So these are the major three benefits or uses of our dynamic support and resistance line. Did I answer your question, Lisha? You know all this, but probably after, because of the gap. Yeah, Lisha said yes. Fantastic, brilliant. So I hope we have a brilliant session, Marty. Congratulations and thank you for that. Excellent questions from all of you. Brilliant questions, and that keep us going. Thank you so very much. And then possibly we are now closing this master class at this point. Oh, sorry, we are 5 minutes over time. But thank you again, and have a good week trading. Happy trading. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Over.